Hey, welcome back, Sagittarius. We're here for your mid-month check-in. So, we have some great energy here, but somebody's feeling a little antisocial, maybe not wanting to talk to each other or other people, okay? But at the bottom of the deck, we have established. So, you might be working on getting a car at this time, or you just got a new car, or you headed to another level of luxury in your life, another level of wealth, okay? So, it says settled, secure, and wealthy here. Good job, Sagittarius. And even if you're not there yet, keep going because that is in your energy at this time, okay? So you have glow up, which is creating new opportunities, new career, successful business. You're probably putting yourself out there. There's a ring light. Somebody's probably doing your makeup. So somebody's putting themselves out there in the public eye to, gain other opportunities, okay? And you're leaning into your feminine energy as you're doing this for yourself, right? You're being more gentle these days, more nurturing. You're probably a mother, probably pregnant, probably somebody wants to get you pregnant, okay? You know, take it how it resonates. But at the same time, with you and this good energy, I feel like you cut everybody off, right? And for the better, but now it's like it's just you only. So it says antisocial and you're feeling silent treatment left out. All right. Maybe, you took this wealth and glow up so hard to the point that you're missing out on gatherings, maybe events, maybe dates, maybe just a lot going on. Okay. Because you want this luxury and you want this pouring into yourself, but it's time to get back out there, Sag. So let's see what the cards have for you, past, present, and future, that is influencing this for Sagittarius. One more. All right. So, what do we have for Sagittarius? Past, being moody, being very emotional. All right. Okay, let's try this one more time. What did we have for present? If it's meant to come out, go back out. All right. Letting go of a lot of situations that, are harmful to you, right? That doesn't deserve this feminine energy, this glow up, right? If you wasn't back then, what? Back then they didn't want me. Now I'm hot. They on me. But I feel like it was more about your emotional self, not your physical self. Okay. But I see you being alone in the future in a sense of like not being open to be around other people at this time. Maybe because you've been hurt so much, you've been through so much, probably poverty, probably bad relationships, abusive relationships. Okay, let's see. You were young and naive. You didn't have your guard up maybe in the past. What's the present? All right. Somebody here is manifesting very hard on their lifestyle. But I'm seeing that even though you may, okay, a lot of cards just came out. You got to be more strategic about this. All right. So, yes, we love the wealth. We love the beauty. We love you maturing and becoming lovable with yourself. But you have to love others as well. Okay. So, you literally have to be strategic on who you hang out with, what to do, how to do it, how to make sure you go to certain plans, and how to, avoid the ones that necessarily don't do nothing for you, right? It's already not at your caliber, I'm hearing, okay? Coco Jones song. I was playing that the other day called Caliber. And it's like now you have to maneuver in ways where you're wanted, okay? Places, people, events that where you're actually wanted and where you want to go, right? That's not, I'm hearing, not that it's beneath you. You're not better than anybody because everybody is equally the same. We all have the same, blood and stuff, but we all bleed the same, right? That's what I mean. But it's in a sense of some people may be stuck at a place of immaturity where you used to be. And I feel like you leveled up so much that those people don't resonate with you anymore, right? So when we look at your reading here, in the past, you were emotionally immature. You probably was moody, probably, you know, bitch energy, right? but like in a bad, not a bad B, but like literally like you have a bad attitude. Nobody wants to rock with you, right? And you probably was probably all egotistic, full of yourself, all of this stuff. But at the same time, it's like even though you probably thought you had your guard up, you didn't because you still was risking a lot. You still was, like I said, immature, taking risk, being young and full of life, right? Young, dumb, and full of you know what else, right? But I see that hindered you in so many ways. That's why you're antisocial at this point because now you know not only do I have to cut off multiple people, but I have to cut off my own certain desires that don't nurture me anymore, right? Tapping into that masculine energy is probably was too much masculine energy where you needed to tap into your feminine energy. So now we have you there, right? You have the D evil in reverse. I don't like to say the word. You could be dealing with a Capricorn or you could be releasing a Capricorn at this time. But if you're not dealing with anybody and this is strictly about you, it's giving you are able to glow up and be established and tap into that softness of your life because you let go of the hard path that you were taking, right? And sometimes we don't choose our paths until we get into a certain age, until we're adults and stuff and we can do whatever we want. But it was like in a sense of you had to go through a very hard situation that you didn't get to choose. Okay? Trigger warning, right? And so, yeah, you probably had like a rough life, and you had to level up from it, right? Because once you deal with negative people and negative situations, you become that. You start, you know, gravitating towards that. You start reflecting it in other people, right? People start reflecting that on you, projecting it onto you. So you're letting all of that go in a sense of you probably thought you strategized this out. Like you had a strategy for the way that you did it by cutting everybody off and pushing everybody away and everything, like being to yourself. But you need to learn that it has to have a balance, right? In a sense of when you get all this money and you look so good, but now you don't have the lover you want, you don't have the family you want, you don't have nobody to share with, you don't have people that want to support you and be proud of you, right? We don't want to accidentally push those people away. I see you in like a competition mode, like that's your energy at this time, right? And moving forward you have to be careful with always pushing is you need to go towards your feminine energy, right? Let things come to you. Start attracting things because you can be very masculine in the sense of action. You are a fire sign. It is what it is, right? But you are, take the initiative. You're more action packed. You take risks. You're about that life. But in this season of your glow up, you need to just receive at this time so you can have the marriage you want. You can have the family you want, right? You won't have to be in these dead end relationships, dead end jobs, these careers, right? Because I don't see you moving towards that until you tap into that feminine energy. And you're probably going to have to do the number four is very significant. You got 444 in your future spread, right? And it's giving that the routine life is boring to you, but you need to take it at this time and you need to save up your money. That's like the how can I say the physical aspect of it. Emotionally, it's good for your discipline and it's good to naturally guard yourself without having to push so many people off just the things that are not good for you and the people that are not good for you, right? So if you tap into that energy, you can avoid the emotional chaos that comes with being alone, right? The drama. You can avoid all of these things. So let's see what's your advice for this. All right, so let's see what is the advice for Sagittarius when it comes to this. How can they be less antisocial around the right people and opportunities and tap in more into their feminine energy? Okay. Some of you can be overspending, trying to keep up with the Joneses as well. All right. That could be another thing as well. That's why it says you need to save your money. I still see you have that young, risk taking energy, but now you have to utilize that, and balance it with feminine energy by receiving it as well, right? All right. At the bottom of the deck, you have bothered. Okay. So even though things are so good, somehow it's just bothering you. You don't have that emotional aspect from people, right? That love from family and friends. You just probably feel alone at this time. And it says, don't fear failure, but be afraid of of regrets. Your worries are blocking your success. Remind yourself of your greatness and stay optimistic. I just told somebody this as a Sagittarius. You know, we're so honest and so blunt that when it comes, people think that, that bluntness can be mean when we try to help people, but they don't understand. Like, when we think of ourselves, we are very harsh and very critical of ourselves, even 10 times more than us trying to help you, right? Like trying to help other people. So I don't want you to blame yourself about why you're alone at this time. Even though you did cut people off, I need you to understand that people come and go. And that was a lesson for you to learn. You had to cut those people off. So you listened to your intuition and did it correctly. So don't be so harsh on yourself, because those people weren't for you anyway. I don't need you to be so critical of yourself at this time. Just lean more into your feminine energy, right? They don't be critical on themselves. Okay, they don't be overly emotional, right? Unless it's unbalanced. So tame that beast within you. You are not a beast. You're the beauty, right? I'm hearing Beauty and the Beast. Disney significant, I don't know. Maybe, I don't know, somebody's dating like a beast type of person. Maybe they want to. Oh, I'm getting another story. That's why I feel like it's somebody else in the picture too. um and this is supposed to be quick, but I'm getting somebody is like the beast. Like, they're very overprotective. They want to be. They want to provide for you. They want to take care of you, nurture you, and stuff like that, in the sense of like being a provider, have you safe, whatever. They just want your feminine energy. Okay, so chill out, Sag. So let's get into the rest of the cards. You have attention. Be careful when making decisions with your finances. Prioritize your needs over your wants, as it affects the harmony in your cash flow. Okay, save that money. Start spending it, paying off your debts and different bills and stuff before you buy that. I'm hearing somebody wants to buy like these fancy boots or something. I don't have a name, but I see like some crazy expensive boots in my head, okay? And they're black. Avi, right? But still, like, before you start making these huge purchases, make sure you take care of what needs to be taken care of, right? That's what feminine energy do. She takes care of the household and makes sure that she's not in lack, right? And whatever who's providing for her, she makes sure that money goes exactly where it needs to be. So they both won't be in lack. They'll be growing money. Somebody needs to hear that too. So the North Star, you are facing the future with excitement as you follow your dreams and embrace your passions in life. You are now directed to your life's purpose. You're doing exactly what the heck you want, Sag, and I'm proud of you. That's that risk-taking, youthful energy. Use that and more strategic in order to just push that into your life goal, but don't be cold about it. Bring people in, help people out. I see that you're in the public. People are going to support you if you are nicer to them, okay? So we have choices. There are a lot of opportunities waiting for you. Don't doubt yourself and trust your instinct in choosing the best possible decision. You also had new opportunities, new career, successful business here as well. Don't doubt yourself, Sag. I feel like you're being just very critical. Like, all the opportunities are here and you know what to do. There is somebody coming in that wants to communicate with you, okay? And they could be very mature and help you mature with what you need to do, because I feel like you're lacking your self-worth at this time. And it's in a sense of like your work ethic. I feel like you don't know if you're doing the right thing, which the card is telling you like you literally are doing your life purpose at this time. Don't second guess what you're doing because you're being critical of yourself. So this mentor may come in. It says someone is willing to share experiences in their field that will motivate you to do better. Your work and teachings inspire others. Communicate. Sharing your voice to speak to your truth will show your authenticity, right? And expression. You have the talent and communications field. You probably talk to people for a living, okay? Public figure, public speaking, and maturation. You are becoming more mature in handling your finances. First of all, somebody said mature the other day, and I was like, okay, maybe I can speak a little bit better than some people. Maybe I need to stop down the way, you know, my ebonics and my, I be stuttering sometimes and stuff. And then I heard that mature, and I was like, oh, at least I don't say mature. But yeah, it says taking responsibilities is exciting, but challenging. It's time to be dependable. At this time, you're going to need the help. You're going to need others. So don't be antisocial, and that is your message. Literally, like, stop being critical. Don't be antisocial. Let others help you. Okay, Sag? Now do what I say, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye.